Hey guys, welcome. It's your friendly neighborhood bee, and let's get straight into it, shall we? From r/true off my chest, I effed up by laughing at a celibacy until marriage poster mid specie. So this happened a while back. I was with this girl. Everything was smooth. Vibes were immaculate. We're on the same page. No weirdness. She invited me, and I accepted the offer. Then I walked into her room, and immediately something felt off. The place is covered in religious stuff. Crosses on the walls, little Jesus figures, full on devotion setup. I clock it. I'm like, whatever, not my business. I couldn't make the connection at the time because obviously I was too happy. The blood was in the bottom brain and not the top brain. So we start. Midway through, I glance up at the wall, and there's a framed poster right above the bed in big, bold text that says celibacy until marriage. It was a split-second moment. The context of the bed and the pious poster. That's what broke me. I tried to hold it in, I really did, but the contradiction just hit too hard. My brain short-circuited, I started laughing. Not a chuckle, full on, can't breathe, tearing up type laughing. Completely killed the mood. I had to stop, get dressed, apologize between laughs, and walked out. I didn't make it far. I ended up outside her place, fell over like an idiot, still laughing like an idiot. TLDR, maybe don't laugh ever. I mean, that's a little funny though. It's a little funny. Was this in college? Just a question. Was it a college dorm room by chance? Curiosities. Anyway, and if you like stories like this, I'm here every day, so make sure to like and subscribe. Next one. Am I wrong for moving my half of the house down payment to a private account? Hmm. My wife and I have been together for 6 years and married for 3. For the last 4 years, we have been religiously saving every spare cent into a high yield savings account specifically for a down payment on a house. We currently rent a small apartment, and the plan was always to buy something permanent by the end of 2026. We both contributed equally, roughly 15% of our paychecks each month. It was our future fund, and seeing that number grow was the only thing keeping us going through some really stressful work seasons. Last week, out of nowhere, she told me she feels suffocated and wants to take a break. Mhm. She suggested a formal separation for at least 6 months to find herself and figure out if she still wants to be in this marriage. I was completely blindsided. There was no fighting, no cheating, just her suddenly deciding she needs space away from me. She even mentioned looking for her own studio apartment starting next month. The morning after that conversation, I went into our joint savings and transferred exactly 50% of the balance into a new personal account that she cannot access. I didn't take a penny more than what I put in. When she saw the notification, she absolutely lost it. She called me cold and calculating and said that by moving the money, I effectively killed any chance of us reconciling because I destroyed the dream of our future home. She did that by herself. Anywho, she says that money should have stayed where it was as a sign of my commitment to us while she figures things out. But from my perspective, if she is moving into her own place and isn't sure she wants to be married to me, why should my life savings sit in a joint bucket where she could technically withdraw it all if things get ugly? I told her the dream died when she asked for a separation, not when I secured my finances. She's now telling our friends that I am financially abusive for pulling the rug out while she is in a vulnerable state. Am I the butthole here for protecting my half of the money? Nope. Not at all. Get a lawyer, baby. Get a lawyer. Try to get anything in writing that you can, at least from her side. No. Also, the finding herself is in someone else's bed, my love. She met someone else. She absolutely did. I'm sorry to say, but she probably is cheating. Most likely cheating. Especially because it's just out of the blue. That's, yeah, No, I'm so sorry. You're not wrong. Get a lawyer, protect yourself, get all your ducks in a row. I know that you're starting to get your ducks in a row, but you need to line them perfectly, not just have one. Get them all lined up. Next one. Am I the butthole for making a mom pick up her daughter in the middle of the night from my kid's sleepover? This weekend, I had a small birthday sleepover for my 8-year-old daughter and a couple of her friends. The night started completely normal. The girls had snacks, watched movies, and went to bed at around 10:30. But at 1:30 a.m., one of them came into my room crying and woke me up. I'm a single mom, so there's no man in my room, don't worry. She said she was scared and wanted her mom. While I was trying to calm her down, she told me this was her first time sleeping somewhere new, which was unbeknownst to me and caught me off guard. I did my best to try to comfort her. I sat with her and got her a drink, but she kept crying and getting more and more worked up, repeating that she wanted to go home. I gave it some time, but it wasn't getting any better. So at that point, I felt like it wouldn't be right to force her to stay somewhere where she was clearly not happy. I called her mom and asked if she could come pick her up right then and there. Her mom came, but seemed annoyed. Next morning, her mom texted me saying she wished I had just waited it out until the morning because now her daughter is embarrassed and might not want to try sleepovers again. Where I'm frustrated is that I feel like I was put in a bad position and destined to fail from the start no matter what. I wasn't made aware that this was her first sleepover, and I don't think it's fair to use someone else's house, especially during their child's birthday party, as the guinea pig without giving a heads up. I'm not mad at the girl at all. I felt really bad for her, but I also don't think it was my job to handle that level of distress all night. But I'm wondering if I should have just stayed up with her a bit longer to see if she'd go back to sleep, to try to push through it until morning, as the mom said. No, not at all. In this case, with the mom in particular, it's a catch-22 because she also would have been mad if you had made the daughter stay there with you. I mean, like, well, why didn't you call me if my daughter wanted to go home and da 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 da? Because I know in my case, if my child really wanted to go home and I wasn't made aware of it, I would be livid. I would be very angry. So, no, you did the right thing. The mom was just upset that she was woken up at 1:30 a.m. But that's too bad. You're a parent. Be a parent. Like, you can be annoyed that you're woken up at 1:30 in the morning, but your daughter's scared. Like, go get your kid. It's fine. Maybe she's upset because she was out having fun. I don't know, but that's kind of too bad. You need to go get your kid if she's scared. Like, also, she should have told you that it was her first sleepover, in my opinion. So, anyway, not the butthole. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys!